Thank you and welcome. On today's episode, I'm just going to be taking the bullet casings from the Amberclaim and showing you how I smelt them down and get them into about a 15-pound bar. Stick around, it's a short one. Well, we're doing a little night smelting here of some brass shells, casings. Maybe a pound or so, I don't really know. Just I filled up my crucible and let her rip. After slowly bringing it up to temperature a little over about 5 minutes, 6 minutes, now I got it going full blast. So hopefully we'll pour a little mini bar out of this and prove that this little unit can melt this brass within 20 minutes or so and make some brass knuckles or something out of this. Almost 20 minutes, so check out the hopefully molten brass casings. But I wanted to show you how big the flame is at night. You don't see nearly this flame during the day. So take care, everyone. Okay, after many little pours, I combined them in this smelt into one big bar finally. Oh man, it took a little bit of planning with my tools, and you have to warm it up, melt some, remelt, warm it up, melt some. Okay, that's a pretty big bar. Looks pretty even. It's got some defects, but I'm just going to let it sit. And every time I try to move those things, I wreck it. I don't have the proper tool to pick that big boy up. So you can see we got over halfway this time. Looks like a double bar to me as to what I got last time. There it is. Too hot to handle. Yes, I wear safety gear. Well, here we are. This is the ammo I pulled out of all the casings last year. Quite a lot. Live rounds. You don't want those going into your crucible and smelting. They'll set off. So here's the lead bar I made. Actually, here's the neatest bullet I pulled out. 45. Beautiful. A lot of these rounds. I looked up what the green tip means, and it said it was armor piercing. So that's pretty scary. A lot of 22s. Here's a 38. Or no, that's a 9. That's a 9mm. So I found all this amongst the trash ones that I melted and turned into these bars here. This is the biggest bar I was able to make. And the last section you saw is quite heavy. I don't have the right scales to get a weight on it, but I'm sure it's over 10 pounds. And I did it at night. I didn't see that little shell in there, but that identifies what type it is. Brass. Oh boy. And then here's a smaller one and then a single pour. And here's the lead, quite a bit of lead. Nice pour. Maybe 3 or 4 pounds. It's heavier than the brass. So I just wanted to show you all the trash that comes out alongside the gold mining. Even though the environmentalists are against us, the small miner contributes nothing to the pollution and takes out much of the nasty seeping chemicals, heavy metals. This is one tremendous bar of lead for 1 year's work at one claim. That's tremendous to take that out. That's more valuable than the gold in some ways. I feel better about it than the gold I got. So Anyways, that's just the start of it. The more you do, the more you get out there, the gold and the trash. So I hope you enjoyed. A lot of ammo here. Some of it was already striked. You can see it struck and then it misfired. Pretty neat. Alright, well, Happy New Year. I hope I can make more content more quickly. But if it's not going to teach you anything, I'm not going to put it up. And the lesson here is you got to take multiple small pours of the molten brass to then fill up the crucible. Say this is the crucible. You need small pours into the spoons or whatever that will fit into your crucible to pour them all and get them all melted all at once to get a larger bar like that. So that's what I learned, and maybe you can just go into it knowing that now, and you certainly don't want any of these in your smelter, so be careful of that. And ironically, you kind of ruin a lot of recycling places. They won't accept shells or molten shells, so I just figured just have some fun with it and melt some bars up, prove my system. But in this form, they can be cut up and remelted and cast into rings and whatever you can dream up, coins and whatever, brass knuckles, knuckle dusters. So that's the whole point. Here's the final product of this video. Sure looks golden. I've got gold that's not this golden before. You've seen on my videos the gold, the rose gold I pulled out of the creeks. It's not even this brilliant, but this is just copper and zinc. About a 60 to 2/3 to 1/3 ratio. I read. It is so heavy, but that wouldn't even be nearly as heavy if it were gold. And like I said, the lead's a little heavier than the brass. Well, that's today's short little recycling video. I hope it gives you a little bit of insight as to making big bars. And if you're ever in California, look me up. I give guided tours of gold country, and I sell all kinds of cute rabbits. Thanks for your attention, and have a great day.